What's up, guys? Laura and I are in Petoskey, Michigan. We are at Petoskey State Park, and this will be a review of campsite 122 in the camping loop here. So, this is actually a bonus for Petoskey State Park because I was originally supposed to do a review of campsite 154, and instead they lucked out, and I'm going to give you a campsite review of campsite 122. So let me go ahead and preface, let me go ahead and give you guys the background for why I just said that. So um, I'm coming to you live from the F-150 studio, by the way, and top notch technology here. But anyway, so the story goes Sunday, Laura and I arrived. We arrived, we got our packet, we checked in, we came to our site. Well, it dawned on me as I'm pulling through our camping loop is I don't have water, and the water spigots are basically in the middle of the road. So not in the middle of the road, but you have to block the road if you're going to fill up water here in your camping loop. So you got to fill up at the dump station. So we're going to go back to the dump station and fill up. But before we did, I wanted to check out the site that we were going to stay at. So we pulled in the camping loop, drove by our site. It was a big site, beautiful site. It had trees like you wouldn't believe, and it was just very nice. Very, very good site. Not like Texas sites, but it was a good site. But anyway, lo and behold, there is an RV backed in with hammocks, a grill, camping lights just strung out all over the place. Beautiful lights, but they're in our site. So yeah, that's the first that's ever happened, and we kind of rolled it off, and we'll talk to the office, and they'll kick them out or whatever. So because I had to go back and get water anyway, so drove back to the dump station, and the park ranger was kind of looking at us like, where are these people going? They just checked in. But anyway, I filled up the RV. Laura went and talked to the ranger. Turns out we think they're squatters in our site. Turns out the person that had the site reserved, they called him and said, hey, you're supposed to be out by 2 or 1. You're supposed to be out by 1, and it's like 3:40. And he said, I've been out since 10 a.m. He was out for a while, and so we think what happened is a new person came in and either didn't read the site number on the pavement or the electrical box, or we have a squatting situation. So I'll go ahead and I'll do a walk around of the site and show y'all what I like, what I don't like. What's up, guys? Again, this is campsite 122 here at Petoskey State Park in Petoskey, Michigan. So let me go ahead and show y'all kind of the gist of it. So we're on this corner lot here, and so this is all of us right here. So you got Starlink right there, and the bathhouses are right across from the road. So very convenient. So every site comes with a fire pit and a picnic table. So they're fairly decent length here. Truck fits in just barely, but it fits in. So no complaints here on that. So as far as services, we have $50, $30, $20 amp electric, and it all works really well. Haven't had a problem with it. So all right, guys, we're going to talk logistics here. So side to side, this site is very level. You can tell I didn't have to use any levelers at all. You're gonna see that it does drop down the back slightly, so you gotta bring the nose up. This did patch, but nothing crazy. So another thing is, when we arrived on Sunday, there was a pretty lengthy trailer in that site right there, and this is the camp road. So you really had to, you basically, show y'all, you basically have to bust a 90 to get the trailer into the site. It's not bad if you know what you're doing, but if you had any bigger of a rig, it'd be a little tight, because the guy's truck was sitting right there. So it was a tight squeeze, but we made it work. All right, guys, we got our bathhouse, restroom facilities, so nice and good to go there. Clean. I'll give you a little shot of the showers here. So they're nice and clean. Can't really complain on that. All right, guys, here is your public beach here at the state park. So nice big sand area. Looks like they got kayaks. You can stand up paddle boards you can rent. Right now they're only open on Saturdays and Sundays. So regular season starts June 14th. So 3 days from now. I got concessions, restrooms, and a nice big old beach area. So nice way to enjoy a Saturday. So over here on my left, we got the dump station, as I'm sure y'all can see it. This is where you get water. So they have the potable water are the 2 green connections, and then non-potable is the red. And there's 1 dump sewer connection, so that's not very efficient, but you're gonna have to use the dump station, by the way, if you come to this park, just because there's no full hookup sites. So well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this campground review of Petoskey State Park in Petoskey, Michigan. I'm gonna wrap it up, talk to you about the services with regards to AT&T, Verizon, and Starlink. So Starlink is a shot in the dark. It depends on what site you have here. Well, we got the end site. So if you remember earlier in the video when I did the site walk around, Starlink was pretty much out by the road, but it works. It comes in and out, and sometimes it'll be pretty slow, but that's our main internet provider right now. We do have the PepWave, which goes off of an AT&T SIM, and AT&T is pretty horrible up here, I've noticed, in northern Michigan. Our cell phones are straight talk, so they go off of a Verizon tower, and Verizon does pretty well. We have 2.5 or 2 to 3 bars of LTE, so no problems with Verizon at all. But yeah, the Starlink and the PepWave are the ones that we're struggling with, and PepWave is pretty much non-functional, and we're strictly using our Starlink. So let's talk about fuel, gas, stores, grocery stores, stuff that you need to get to if you need to. So if you go out to the end of the park road, take a right, about 2 miles, you'll be in Petoskey, Michigan, and you'll have access to gas stations. There's a laundromat, there's a Walmart, Home Depot, any of those kind of stores that you'll need. They have them there in Petoskey. If you need gas quick, if you go out to the end of the park road, take a left. About half a mile, you're going to run to a Shell station to get your gas. So, but anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed our campground review of Petoskey State Park, Site 122. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and we'll see you on the next video. All right, guys, take care. Camp in peace. Bye.